One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Back to pass, it's Duncan. With the catch, it's Hall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it into the catch.
At the 35, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Stanford! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And, Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Smothers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
That's reeled in. It's Shannon. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Back to pass, it's Duncan. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Second down coming up. Single back formation, and they give it to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Notre Dame right back to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays and things for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Flores. It's complete to the left.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The give to Davis. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Caught in the backfield. It's Shannon. There's a live football. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Finding open areas. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Montgomery.
I like the mix, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Duncan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
To the air, it's Flores. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They just keep firing. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
It's complete to the right. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner goes down.
And your Stanford Cardinal will take over.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. The screen, he's got wheels. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try the run. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Owning.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Hall. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Got a man, it's Brown. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Shannon. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 20, past the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Shannon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking to throw. It's Duncan. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done. Picking up the first down, then getting down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Duncan. Quickly to the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At the 34. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Brown. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Handoff from the gun. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Looking for a man. It's Flores. Finds space on the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And first down for the offense.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Barrels ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Finds a tight end. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. To the air, it's Duncan. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Brown. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got enough for the 1st. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll ride Davis here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Duncan. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Offense facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 12 over Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Notre Dame right back to the line. Pushes ahead. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
The offense changing the play. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. To throw, it's Flores.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Shannon. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
Let's go!
Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Shannon. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Dropping back, it's Duncan. He wants it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. The give is to Williams. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.